right, so I get asked all the time by teachers and by students, what guitar should I get? Where do I get it? Do I get it online? Do I get it at a shop? I actually just asked some of my students this question last week, and the majority of them said just buy it online, get it on Amazon. And then some of the other students said, oh, you should go get them at, and then insert name of like big name guitar store with guitar in the title. And I always say that the best place to get a guitar is the local guitar shop. So I'm at a Sound Education in Brookfield. This is my local guitar shop, and I'm going to be talking to one of the owners, Patrick, in a second about why it's important for teachers to have a good relationship with their local guitar shop. If you have one, they're your best resource. They're your best resource for new instruments. They're your best resource for repairs, and they're just good people to know. All right, so I'm here with Patrick Sheridan. We're at a Sound Education in Brookfield, Illinois. And just wanted to talk to him about why it's important for teachers like you and me to have a good relationship with their local music shop.
Well, we do a lot of work with our local schools here, and one of the great things that is nice about having a relationship with a small music store is that we, one, can service all of your instruments. We go to the school, we go ahead and we take care of everything. We restring their instruments when they need them. We also have stored them over the summer where we've made sure that they haven't sat in a hot room and just had humidity issues. And at that time we go over all the instruments and make sure they're going to be ready for the next semester. And then of course, we are the place where your students are hopefully going to come and take additional lessons or pick up supplies and other instruments that they're going to want over time. So it's nice to have a relationship where if something is wrong with something that we sold them, that we're just a phone call away and are always available to come and handle any issue for your kids.
And they're part of the community. So like we have a, was it the 4th of July parade?
We have a 4th of July parade, yeah, and we do a guitar marching band, and so all of our students go walking down the street and the whole crowd goes wild for them. We support baseball teams, pancake breakfast, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, everything that you can think of. So it's all part of what we do here at Sound Education.
Yeah, so you're being part of the community, you're engaging those students just outside your school. And you know, we have instruments here, we have like new ones, we got old ones. I know that like a lot of my students come in, oh, I have an uncle who used to play, there's like a guitar in the back of a closet somewhere. What should they be looking out for? What are some lookouts for when you're gonna use a used instrument?
Well, the first thing to do would be to bring it into a shop, okay, and have them go through everything. It's always going to need strings. That's going to be the first thing that we're going to look at. But on top of it, we're going to see if there's any cracks, if the neck has shifted over time, if it needs to be set up, which is part of the intonation process of getting an instrument ready to be played, making sure that all those notes are where they're supposed to be on the neck. So just stopping in, letting us take a look at it, making sure that it's still in a playable condition, that's the best way to get started so that we're not starting on an instrument that is going to make us discouraged and not want to play.
Yeah, and like a shop like this, you have new and used instruments, right?
Yes.
So what recommendations would you have? Like, do you always go new? Do you try to hunt used? Or what are some things to do for like a classroom teacher?
For a classroom teacher, if you know what you're looking for in a used instrument, then there's nothing wrong with going out there and shopping things on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist if you're looking to fill your room full of instruments. If you know what you're looking for, that is. But if not, then it is nice to come into a shop like ours. We can make sure that we're getting an appropriate size instrument for your students. If you're not comfortable sitting with an instrument, you're not going to play it. So that would be the number one thing of why it's important to shop at a small store. We know what your students are looking for. And as far as a used instrument goes, we have a full-time technician that'll go through all those instruments and make sure that it's playable and ready for your kids, because we want them to be encouraged to play and buy more instruments over time.
So like I'm actually looking to purchase a couple instruments today, if possible. Yeah. And you know, like a shop like this, they have a website. So theirs is soundeducation.com. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, I highly recommend checking out Patrick's shop. But I want to buy a bass today, I want to buy an amp today, and since they have a website, and maybe if, you know, on social media, maybe your local shop has something where they have an inventory of their instruments and their used gear and stuff, I mean, you can always come out and try it out. You can't do that online, but if they have an online and an in-person thing, you can do that. So do you have like a Line 6? It's like one of the catalysts I saw online.
Yeah.
Can I check that out really quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Also interested in picking up this bass. So Yamaha BB434, like PJ, and looks pretty dope. So one of the things that I look for is I'm looking at the action. So I like to fret at the first fret, and then I fret at the 15. And when I put those together, I'm tapping in the middle, and that distance is called the relief. So right now I'm checking the relief of the instrument. You can also look down the instrument. You can look down this way, and you're looking for the hump. You're looking for the shape of that neck. And then that is going to determine how kind of it plays. And then we have the string height here. All right, so I'm about to make my big purchase. I got my bass, I got my amp, pointed the wrong things. So does like purchasing at a local shop like this, is it any different than an online shop? Are there any benefits to purchasing at a local place? Patrick, what do you got?
Well, number one, if we have a relationship, then I have no problem fulfilling a purchase order through the school and not getting paid up front. That's not a problem with us. We build a school and we don't have to worry anything about that with you guys. But of course, we do accept payment right up front, and with credit cards or however it works best for you, we can certainly do whatever we can for you.
Yeah, and they're gonna, I mean, if you're a teacher, you're gonna be pushing out students. I always send students to this shop, and they're probably gonna give your students a good price, take tax exempt and everything.
Yes, and we offer a discount to all students from whatever school that we're working with. So if they come in and they mention the school, then we're happy to provide the same discount that we provide the school itself.
All right, well, thank you so much, Patrick, for meeting with me, chatting through some stuff. Hopefully we can help dispel some myths, get some kids playing some guitars, helping out some local shops, especially with the holiday season approaching.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we do here. We want to make it as easy and as accessible for you, the educator, to help these kids get playing and rocking and rolling. So thank you.